What's up, guys? It's Saber. Welcome to some Destiny. I have currently no Call of Duty gameplay, so I'm not gonna do a COD commentary. So I decided to just show you guys a strike. This is a Saber strike. Not really gonna speak too much about the gameplay, but if you've never played Destiny, this is basically just a mission where we go and we kill this bad dude, this dude with a lot of health, and he basically dies. Nothing too exciting, but I wanted to tell you guys a story. Something actually just happened to me recently, and it caught me by surprise. I didn't think this would ever happen to me, but as you can tell by the title of the video, I got scammed. Um, it all started when I was browsing through Twitter, and there is a promoted section on Twitter that promotes apps, companies, games, stuff like that. You can basically promote anything on Twitter, and there was an app that was being promoted on my page, and it was an eBay type app. I downloaded the app to check it out, and immediately you can tell it's really shady. You can tell it's really sketchy. People sell things on that app, such as iPhones, for like $40. They sell shoes that are worth like $200 for like $100. Really shady stuff. Just everything is shady about that website. The people sell also like jewelry for like $30 too. It's just a whole shady. It's just a shady website. And me, I'm a pretty smart buyer. I think I'm pretty smart, and I can tell when there's a scam and stuff like that. So I never thought in my life that I would ever get scammed, but it happened. And I basically just began to browse through the electronics, and I was looking for a new headset because my headset works. However, I can't hear voice, I can't hear people in party, I can't hear people in game, and I also don't have a mic anymore either. And I just wanted a new headset, so I found a pair of A40s that were selling for $46. Now, I was a little skeptical, but I figured that I might give it a try. So I purchased the item, and once you purchase the item, it gives you a little chat room for the buyer and for the seller, so you can talk to each other and get like a decision and stuff like that about the price and stuff. And this dude messaged me on the chat room, and he said, "Is there another way I can contact you? Because the chat room is really flawed. A lot of stuff about the site is flawed. They need to tweak a lot of stuff about the site." But I basically gave him my kick information so he could message me, and he did. And he basically told me that he was selling the headset for so cheap because he got the wrong color and he wanted a different color and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, whatever. So when are you gonna ship this? He basically told me that he wouldn't ship it until I rated him. Now, there's a rating system in this app, and once the seller ships the item to the buyer, once it arrives, the buyer must rate the seller, and then the seller will rate the buyer, and once both of the ratings are in, the money will be transferred over. It's a very flawed system in both sides if you think about it, but he basically wanted me to rate him, and I had not gotten my product, so I told him, no, I'm not going to rate you. I'm going to rate you when you give me my product. And he's like, okay, that's understandable. And he really urged me to rate him though. And he said he wanted me to rate him so bad because he was a YouTuber with 130,000 subscribers. He gave me his channel, and he was correct. He had about like 129K. And he basically wanted me to rate him because he was trying to buy a webcam off of the app as well. And he thought it would be sold by the time he sent me my product. He thought it'd be gone. So he really urged me to rate him, and I'm like, I will rate you when you give me my product. And he's like, okay, that sounds great, that's fine, I understand. So then, we keep talking, and we come to an agreement that I will rate him as soon as he sends me my tracking number, because he kept pushing me, kept edging me on, and I'm like, this dude isn't going to get off me. I will rate him when he gives me my tracking number just to make him happy. So the next day, he gives me my tracking number, and he's like, here's the tracking number, so can you rate me now? And I'm like, okay, I guess. And I checked the tracking number, and it's all good, it seems all legit, and everything's fine. And so I rate him, and then he ends up rating me, and then I messaged him and I said, "So when are you gonna ship the item?" I don't get a response. I wait another day. He hasn't read the message either. I messaged him again, and he doesn't respond. And since I already rated him, he rated me back and took my money. Now here's the odd part. I don't know how he did this. I don't know how he got a tracking number without sending or anything, or if he like just made the label with a tracking number and then just like took the package home or something. I don't know how he did this, but he gave me a legitimate tracking number. And then when I try to file a claim through FedEx, which means I basically went to the FedEx website and told them, "Hey, I didn't receive my package. Where's it at?" It told me that it was a smart package or a smart post, and that the only people that could claim my package was the company that was shipping it to me. So I couldn't even claim the package. I couldn't do anything with the package. It basically was completely out of my control, and I really, really couldn't do anything about it. So I got scammed out of $46, and you know, it's like, it's funnier when I realized I got scammed, because it was currently like 3 in the morning, and I was just up, and I'm like, he hasn't responded to me. Did he scam me? Because I completely forgot I rated him for a while. I rated him, and I expected my package, and I just kind of really didn't expect him to scam me. It just caught me off guard. I didn't think I could be scammed. I thought I was way too smart for that, but apparently not. So I was doing some detective work at 3 in the morning, and I typed in his kick name on Instagram, and I found an account, and this account was him, and this account was not the dude with 130k subs. He was a completely different dude. He was a scammer, and he scammed me out of my $46. And after that, I was just totally bummed out. I'm like, wow, I really just got scammed out of $50. I was pretty upset. I was pretty mad. And on top of this, it was 3 in the morning, so I had just like a burst of emotions. And it was just a bad feeling. I'm like, wow, I really got scammed, dude. This is a really, really terrible feeling. I felt so bad. I felt really angry, and I was more angry of the fact that I got scammed. I really didn't care too much about the $50. And that's pretty much it. I never got my $50. I cannot get my money back from the app. The app won't do anything. The support on the app is absolutely terrible. And I basically just lost $50. I lost $50 that I'll never get back from this kid. And I guess the moral of the story is to never rate people before they give you your items. Don't ever trust anyone on the internet when it comes to business and transactions. Just don't ever trust anyone. That's what I can tell you. No matter what, don't ever trust anyone. I never thought that I would get scammed in my life, and it happened. And it was a terrible feeling, and I regret making the decision, and I just wish I had my headset. I'm just pretty upset about like everything that happened. But it is a learning experience, so I am pretty proud of that. But that's pretty much the end of the gameplay, guys. Thank you for watching. My name's Saber. Peace out. Stay safe.